So why is the stock market dropping after market hours? What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Like we live streamed and talked about earlier today, the two big tech stocks that trade in the $1 trillion market cap report earnings. Both Google and Microsoft reported earnings, and I'm going to be recapping that today. I also wanted to talk about not only earnings and what's to happen tomorrow, but also I can't have you guys forget my job here on YouTube is to make you aware of not just up and coming earning reports, but also up and coming economic reports. And tomorrow we have the EIA crude oil inventory report. So if you trade oils or anything energy related, this might be a value for you. And for everyone else, right, we do see a shift in the market anytime new home sales are posted. And this is going to happen 30 minutes after the market opens at 10 a.m. Eastern time. There are also a couple other economic reports that are going to be released 1 hour before the market opens. And again, this is all available for you as well on Google. All you have to do is search up economic reports and it should be able to populate. So why is it that the market's selling off? Well, as you guys can see, Microsoft with a $1.87 trillion market cap is down 6.7% after market hours. Why? It reported earnings. Actually, Microsoft beat its earnings expectation for both their earnings EPS and their overall revenue. But it is the tech giant Google that it's swung and a miss, to say the least. 6.5%. And you have to think about this. This isn't 5% of your meme stocks. This isn't 5 or 10% of a stock that's in the low billions or even the hundreds of billions. I mean, we're talking about 6.5% of 1.36 trillion, right? And then we're talking about how much money was wiped out. Of 1.87 trillion, it lost 6.7% of that. Like, we're talking about nearly 100 billion was wiped out on both Microsoft and then another 100 billion that was pretty much wiped out on Google. You guys can do the math. I mean, it's an insane number. It's kind of hard to fathom because first off, these numbers are so big. And second, I feel like especially nowadays because of this whole meme stock movement, we're used to seeing 10, 15, 20% movements and don't think much of it. But, anytime Apple, Amazon, Google, or Microsoft move, you have to think of the significance, the influence, the weight that they have in the market. And that's what I tried talking about in today's earlier video. You might be like, why are my stocks dropping if something like Microsoft and Google are dropping, right? Like, what do they have to do with my stocks? It's their influence, it's their weight, right? It's their market cap. These tech giants are so big that they can move up and or drop overall markets. That should not be a surprise, right? It's the weight, it's the influence that they have. During that live session, we actually caught a pretty decent move on SQQQ. I ended up locking in profits pretty early, ended up hitting highs of over 6.5%, recovering everything that it lost. Again, people always think about, well, I'm just going to buy into something before earnings are reported because what if it does go up? Let this be a perfect example of the what if it doesn't, right? Even if I was late to entering SQQQ. All of you guys saw it in today's earlier video. And even while being late, my trade was not perfect. I bought in late and I sold early. And guess what? I'm still better off than those that bought in early trying to predict. The goal is never to predict. The goal is to prepare, right? So I want to talk about Google most importantly. So as we talked about, Microsoft, it ended up exceeding its expectation barely for revenue, but it did beat its expectation for earnings per share. But it's really Alphabet. And this is the reason I want to talk about Alphabet is because I feel like it's a little bit closer to what's to come tomorrow. And that's Meta. If you ask the big question of well, how does Alphabet make its money, right? Alphabet is the mother company of YouTube. It's the mother or parent company of Google, right? How do these companies make money? Ad rev, right? And no one makes more money than Alphabet, right? Definitely not Facebook. And to see that their earnings per share has a miss of 15.56%, and then it has a miss of 2.2% with its revenue. That's not that bad, but their earnings per share is pretty bad. Now we're asking the question of, well, what about Meta? If you guys, looked into it, Meta reports earnings tomorrow after the market opens, after the market closes, my apologies. So if Google is any form of a foreshadowing for any ad rev company, It's not looking too good. Now, not every company did absolutely horrible, right? If I'm not mistaken, UPS actually did not do good. UPS reported earnings today. We had Netflix that reported earnings. I know it did drop today, but it reported earnings last week. And if you look at it, Netflix just is a different type of company. It did gap up, which is obviously a little bit different, but I guess we can use Snapchat, right? Any type of advertisement-based platform. Snapchat sold off 30%. And then it began to recover. So yeah, sometimes they are short-lived catalysts, but any ad ref company, right, like Google, like Meta, it hasn't been looking so good, right? And again, I'm just trying to use Google as the kind of like highlight or a perfect example of what's to come for Meta. Because if Google, the epitome of an advertisement-based platform, the world leader, the largest search engine, right? If it missed its earnings, it's not guaranteed. But again, there's not high hopes for Meta. And I think that's why it sold off so much. 4.1% is what it sold off after market hours. And Meta, again, reports earnings tomorrow. I'm going to be covering Meta all day tomorrow. I'm going to be making a video based off of set expectations that the market currently has. We'll see how the market opens, but I will also be live streaming the earning reports when it actually gets released, and we will catch it live on my YouTube channel. And all you literally have to do is subscribe. Drop a thumbs up on this video. Get this video to over 1,500 likes. I just want to make sure enough people show up, and I would love to host that live stream for you and just make it as simple as possible to watch and to understand what exactly is happening, regardless if it's bullish or bearish. You guys know we do not care, right? There's money to be made as long as you prepare, right? It's not about predicting the future, it's about preparing, and that's something that we've been able to do so beautifully. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. Again, friendly reminder, I do trade live every single morning with our Learn Plan Profit group. If you want to learn a little bit more about it to see if you can watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, I trade live right at market open. So if you want the ability to watch me trade live every single day the market's open, click the second link down below, take 2 minutes, learn a little bit more about our Learn Plan Profit group, and I'll see you tomorrow for our live trading session. Right now, we are running one of our biggest discounts, so please make sure that you are aware. Also, friendly reminder, it is the last day to enter the staycation giveaway. Every $1 spent on the site equals 10 automatic entries. Today is the last day. It literally ends on the 25th, and it ends on midnight. We're giving away a free Wall Street shirt with every order over $20. All you have to do is add it to your cart. So if you buy a mouse pad, whatever it is that you buy today, doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's over $20. If you buy a mouse pad or whatever it is, add this shirt to your order and it'll automatically discount it for free. And again, it's double the points. You automatically get entered to the giveaway, and we'll be announcing the giveaway winner soon. And again, that is all at shoptechbuds.com or the fourth link in the description. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via Discord. That's that first link down below, or feel free to message me via Instagram, and that's that third link in the description. I'm using the Webull trading platform. If you want to learn more about it, that's that fifth link down below if you want to use my sign-up bonus for Webull. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.